Ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, welcome to the first episode of my brand new series, Powerscaling Party. The series where I take a look at a few characters from different forms of media and see how powerful they are. I'll be honest, powerscaling content on YouTube is one of my favorite things to watch. Stuff like Death Battle is obvious, if you know me, but other creators like the Drunk Giraffe's Drunk Powerscaling series are great too. So much so to the point where I'm throwing my bandana into the ring and making my own powerscaling series. And for the very first episode, I'm going to be tackling Mr. Video Game himself, Super Mario. I'll be honest, the whole reason I created this series was because I don't like how so many people lowball Mario. Whether it be angry Sonic fans in Death Battle's comment section, or the general public assuming he's a regular human with regular human limitations, or game theory, Mario and his series, for that matter, really have drawn the short straw when it comes to power scaling. So for this video, I'm going to be doing my best to annihilate these misconceptions and show you just how powerful Mario is. But before we do that, I must clarify some things. Number 1. I will be tackling the characters in different categories. Those categories being strength, how much you can lift and how hard you can punch, speed, how fast you can move, react, attack, perceive, etc., durability, how much force you can take before giving in, hacks, what powers and abilities you have either naturally or via standard equipment, and scaling, how well you can stack up to other characters in your verse. Number 2. I am not the most experienced power scaler, so if I get anything wrong, please let me know in the comments. Feel free to correct me anytime. But I should also clarify that don't be a dick about it, because that's not very nice. Number 3. Mario's world is strange. You see, the Mario series, for the most part, operates almost entirely on cartoon logic, meaning that these characters are able to do practically anything they want. I'll go more in depth when we get to hacks, but just know that what you're about to see most likely breaks the laws of reality. Plus, unlike most series, Mario doesn't have a proper distinction between what is and isn't canon in the games. I mean, there are separate forms of media, like the movie, the cartoons, the manga, etc., all of which I will be excluding. But outside the most recent Paper Mario games, i.e. Sticker Star, Color Splash, and Origami King, oh, and kind of Paper Jam, you'll see why. It's safer to assume that there is no real canon as opposed to trying to figure out what is and isn't canon. So yes, I will be going over stuff like the first 3 Paper Mario games, Mario Party, the Mario Sports titles, and Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Again, Paper Jam is a weird game, so it's just like, it is canon, but like Paper Mario is a separate Mario, but it's weird, so I will just be including everything except those last 3 Paper Mario games. And finally, number 4, the thumbnail is just clickbait. Please do not take it seriously. Dragon Ball fans, I'm looking at you. Stop typing in the comments that Goku solos Mario in his entire verse, okay? Just stop it. No. That's naughty. Go back to the corner. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's begin. Starting with our very first category, strength. Mario is a surprisingly strong guy. Not only is he able to toss Bowser around like he's a friggin' sack of potatoes, but he's also able to lift up Fat Luigi. The series is weird, man. He can pick up entire castles and punt them away like soccer balls, friggin' pull around golden chain chomps, and he even tossed Metal Bowser into space. He literally just threw Bowser so hard that he went into space, and upon his return, his metal armor shattered like glass. Okay, I was trying to start off small and then work my way up to his more ridiculous and insane stuff, but that's just crazy. And that sums up his world as a whole, now that I think about it. Moving on, he was also responsible for giving a third of the required energy to dispel an entire thunderstorm. And he was capable of doing this in about 1 second. Not only that, but in the Mario Party minigame Black Hole Boogie, he was able to outswim a black hole. He outswam a black hole! Keep in mind, a black hole's gravitational pull is so strong that nothing, not even light itself, the fastest thing in the known universe, is able to escape it. For Mario to do this, it would mean that he is strong enough to pull himself out of the gravitational pull of a black hole. Again, Mario is just ridiculous. But Mario's already insane strength gets even crazier when you factor in all the foes that he has beaten over the years. Beings like Bowser, who can tank his galaxy reactor collapsing around him while he was beaten by Mario. And this is a device capable of threatening the entire universe. Or like Culex, who is, and I quote, the master of time and space who can consume it. Yeah. And it gets even crazier from there when you factor in foes like Dreamy Bowser, who is powered by the Dream Stone, a stone containing, what else, other people's dreams. And dreams in the Mario world have been stated to be as big as entire universes. As per Mario Party 5, thanks to the Dream Depot being able to turn dreams into universes. Not only that, but Dreambert refers to dreams as dream worlds in Dream Team, and they are shown to be able to house entire constellations, countless stars, and even space itself. Now, we don't know exactly how many dreams are in the Dreamstone. Versus Battle Wiki says it's about 100,000, while this blog I found states that it's about 7 quintillion, 670 quadrillion, and 250 trillion dreams. The reason I bring this up, these two up specifically, is that they are the only sources that I can find from my knowledge. So I'm going to compromise and use the average for both in my video. That average being... That is a big number, I forgot to fucking name. It's almost 4 quintillion dreams, or universe-sized dreams, meaning that Mario being able to harm and defeat Dream Bowser, being amped up by almost 4 quintillion universes, should sit comfortably at around multiversal level. But as we'll soon see, this is only the tip of the iceberg. Anyway, with all that out of the way, we move on to, pun intended, or unintended, but kind of intended, we move on to speed. Like his strength, Mario's speed is also super surprising. He's been able to pilot the Star Diver, moving at Mach speeds, he's jumped faster than Lack of Thunder's lightning, and has even dodged lightning in Hotel Mario. Yes, I'm bringing up Hotel Mario. Why? Because it's funny. Plus, even if you wanted to exclude that, Mario still has greater speed feats, so it doesn't really even change anything. Speaking of, he can dodge lasers from Fawful and the Shroobs, but this is all small potato kings when we get into his higher stuff. The dude is capable of reacting while being launched by a launch star, which was calced at Mario being able to react at 820 trillion, 511 billion, 887 million, and 306 times faster than light. Oh, but we're not done, because he's also been able to dodge attacks from a Grand Star-powered Bowser, the same GSP Bowser, hey, that's a Smash Ultimate thing, who could tag Starship Mario with his meteors, a feat calced at 27 quadrillion, 613 trillion, 380 billion, 812 million, 510,300 times faster than light. So that is 2 MFTL plus speed feats for you. But I'm still not done, because Mario is also able to keep up with the Z-Keeper, a giant fat bird capable of crossing entire dimensions by opening dimensional rifts. Not to mention, he can also dodge attacks from Culex, who, as I said earlier, is the master of time and space. But if that isn't enough for immeasurable speeds, then just wait till we get to the scaling category, because it's gonna get wild. Speaking of our next category, durability. Mario is ridiculously tough. He's been crushed under whomps and thwomps and walked away without any scratches. Probably because he was flattened like a pancake, but he still lived. Not only that, but he's also been able to tank massive explosions, like the time he survived this castle exploding, or this gigantic explosion in a tennis court. Pretty standard stuff so far. But this seems a bit too tame when we're talking about a guy who can literally withstand the gravitational force of a black hole. So what else is there? Well, Mario is also tough enough to tank an explosion powerful enough to send him to the moon. What is it with this guy and explosions? Like, a vast majority of his durability feats from what I've seen are from him tanking blasts that wreck buildings, tennis courts, and blasts powerful enough to stand him to the moon. You know what else is a durability feat, and not explosion related? Him surviving a blast from the Star Rod. Wait, I said blast. Shit! Yeah, no, so he survived the Star Rod, smacking him in the face with a big white explosion beam while Bowser had it in his possession. Oh yeah, and he was beaten while this happened, so imagine how tough he is at his best. Oh wait, you don't have to, thanks to his battles with multiversal level opponents like Culex and Dreamy Bowser. This should put his durability at multiversal level, as again, Dreamy Bowser is amped up by like 4 quintillion universes. So, yeah, Mario is not only super strong and super fast, but also super tough. Invincible, even. Which segues very nicely to hacks. So, if you thought Mario's physical capabilities were impressive, boy, you ain't seen nothing yet, because Mario's hacks are just as insane to match. Now, of course, he's got his typical set of abilities that come with all the power-ups that he's used over the years, stuff like pyrokinesis, cryokinesis, flight, invincibility, shapeshifting, duplication, wall climbing, size changing, earth manipulation, cloud manipulation, transmutation, invisibility, and intangibility. But this is all just from his power-ups. What about Mario himself? Well, remember when I said that Mario and his world operate on cartoon logic? Well, it's because he has some limited form of Toon Force. Not only is he able to be squished with little to no repercussions, but he, and other characters like Luigi, can also defy the laws of gravity! Not only that, but he's also able to pull basically anything out of nowhere and use it, like the time he erased an entire castle from existence with a mop. He's also able to address the audience, giving him some form of fourth wall awareness. Not only that, but he can basically survive in any environment, whether it be a desolate wasteland with nothing but lava, or the vacuum of space. That's right, bro can breathe in space. He can slow his own perception of time, reflect attacks back at his opponents with his Ultra Hammer, or stun enemies with his Spin Jump. Not only that, but he can also interact with ghosts, and even become a ghost himself. He is a master of different types of weapons, whether it be hammers, swords, guns, blasters, Koopa shells, etc. He can summon them to his side instantly, or even create weapons out of energy. He is a master at all vehicles, and he can time travel. What the hell? He can just time travel now? Oh my god, see what I mean? He's freaking basically just a living cartoon. Or a cartoon. But that's not all. We haven't even touched upon his tools and items yet, like his battle cards, which he can use to heal himself, nullify damage, purify himself of any and all status effects, and even resurrect allies. He can rewind time with earlier times or the retry clock, stop it with his stopwatch, put foes to sleep with the sleepy bomb, or scare them with the fright bomb, amplify his stats with the red essence or the bye-bye and dent gloves, summon the Z-Keeper himself with the Z-Egg, mimic the powers of Luigi and Wario with their respective caps, possess you with Cappy, splash you with water, or fly with Flood, warp reality with the music keys, and, to top this all off, he can make you dance with Broadway Force. He's also got these things called Pure Hearts, which are basically 8 artifacts that are the embodiment of all hope, and are capable of stopping the Chaos Heart. These nifty little things are not only capable of negating resistances, but they can also heal, break powerful shields, revitalize and open doors to other dimensions, empower the wielder, aka Mario, Peach, Luigi, and Bowser, and they can also be combined to form the Purity Heart. But these things are also a match for the Chaos Heart, which could consume all of existence in the Marioverse and remake it in the user's image. So that's neat. Oh, and this is just his hacks. He has just as many resistances, such as extreme temperatures, elemental manipulation, paralysis, sleep manipulation, fear manipulation, death manipulation, sealing, mind manipulation, corruption, petrification, transmutation, statics reduction, power nullification, size manipulation, gravity manipulation, matter manipulation, poison manipulation, disease manipulation, and time manipulation, as well as battlefield removal and durability negation if you want to include the Gigabell. A lot of this is thanks to armor pieces like the Super Suit, Lazy Shell, AOK Wear, and No Touch Socks. So yeah, Mario not only has a shit ton of hacks, but an equal amount of resistances. Oh my god, this is getting insane, man. But now, we move on to our final category, scaling. This is the category where I bring up all the different characters and statements Mario can scale to. Starting off with Wario! Sorry, I had to do it at least once. This guy is just as tough as Mario. Not only is he able to bash through solid rock and create massive shockwaves by punching the ground, but he also tanked an entire dimension collapsing around him when he beat the Black Jewel. There is also one thing I wanted to bring up. String Theory Soup from Wario, Master of Disguise. Many use this as a way to scale Mario characters to 11th dimensional. Now, you can scale these characters however you want. It's your opinion versus debating is subjective. I, however, will not. Because in the Japanese version of the game, String Theory Soup is simply referred to as Big Bang Soup and has nothing to do with string theory. So, I just wanted to bring that up just in case someone brought it up in the comments below. Up next we have Donkey Kong, the big ape himself. So yeah, everyone knows this guy is capable of just punching the moon out of the sky. Hot damn. Next up we have Bowser. You know, Mario's nemesis, whom he has beaten thousands of times before. This guy is capable of tanking his own galaxy reactor collapsing on top of him, which was stated of being capable to destroy the entire universe. Not only that, but he is capable of traversing the entirety of the Dream Depot and wiping out each dream one by one, which, again, are entire universes. And he can do this casually, as evidenced by how he's talking about his plan and such before destroying the Dream Depot itself. Mistar even says, at this rate, quote, "At this rate, he'll destroy the dream worlds one by one." She then goes on to say that Mario must protect everyone's dreams. This means Bowser was casually moving at a rate that would allow him to destroy an uncountable set of uncountably infinite universes, which we'll get to, I promise you. We will get to the infinite universes. That is immeasurable speed. Plus, bro has an IQ of 9,800, and as we all know, knowledge is true power. Next up is Rosalina, the space goddess capable of kicking soccer balls out of orbit and resetting the entire universe after Bowser mucked it all up. And she can just do this casually. She can casually warp and manipulate the entire universe, which is pretty impressive. Finally, we get to one of Mario's greatest foes. Mario has beaten many a foe in his day, but his most powerful one, outside of Dreaming Bowser, is Dimentio, who was going to destroy everything in the Mario world. This includes the Dream Depot, the space that houses dreams, the same dreams that are actually infinite in size. And not only that, but so is the Dream Depot thanks to the infinite Chincho room in Mario Odyssey. See, that's where I was talking about, the infinite the dreams feeds. So, before you ask, yes, undead beings can in fact dream in this universe, thanks to the fact that Boo appears as a playable character in Mario Party 5, and if it wasn't obvious enough, he's a ghost. Boom! Infinite multiverse, baby! And Dimentio was going to destroy all of it. If Mario hadn't stepped in, of course, to save the day by kicking his ass and, well, beating him. Not only that, but there is also his own immeasurable speed feat where he's basically able to move the void and whatever. I don't know the specifics of it, but it is there, so that's another immeasurable speed feat you can scale him to if you want. If you scale Mario to, if you want. So that right there, that's some multiversal level plus scaling right there. Finally, we get to the biggest thing that Mario can scale to. And it comes from Plato's book, The Republic. What the hell? Yeah, so it turns out Greek philosophers exist in the Mario world thanks to Mario's time machine, namely Plato and Aristotle, who, fun fact, was the only person to object with Plato's theory of forms introduced in the Republic. Yet in Mario's world, he refers to it as, and I quote, the truth. There are also analogies that bear resemblances to those in said book, and the game itself says that it explains the world, the universe, and all things, and that it answers countless questions. At the end of the day, if this is actually legitimate in Mario's world, it would mean that the intelligible world with all the universal concepts exists, then the aspatial... I'm gonna be honest, I do not even know what half of these words mean. Then the aspatial and atemporal forms exist too. This means that the Void would be able to erase them all, and thus Dimentio would be able to as well. And if Dimentio can, then so can Mario, because remember, he kicked Dimentio's ass with the power of the Pure Hearts, which, again, Mario does have at his disposal. This would mean that Super Mario, Nintendo's portly Italian plumber from Brooklyn, New York, is outer-versal. I wish I was making this up because it is just so damn funny to think about. Now, you can believe this all you want. Again, versus debating is subjective. I do not. I will be 100% honest, I do not. I just included it here because I thought it would be really friggin' hilarious. But if you do, that means Mario is outer-versal with immeasurable speed. But if you don't, then Mario caps at multiversal level plus with immeasurable speed. Maybe low complex multi if you really want to stretch it, but that's up to you. Whew, boy! But after all of that, after this nearly 20-minute long video, probably exceeding 20 minutes by the time I finish recording this, what do you all think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And while you're down there, hit that like button and the subscribe button, and leave a comment telling me what character you'd like to see me cover next for this series. With all that in mind, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. It is really hot in here, and my butt is really freaking numb, so I'm gonna get out of this closet and start editing this video. Oh, see you later, Cap Nation.